Looking for a machine management platform? Today we're going to have a look at Orbstack. We're also going to have a look at Colima and figure out what they have to offer you as an individual and why you should be using one over the other. So let's check them out. Okay, so let's look at Orbstack now. So Orbstack is engineered specifically for developers. It offers robust integration and powerful functionalities that streamline your container and Linux VM workflows on your macOS. Let's have a look at some of their features. So first of all, it's got Docker and Kubernetes. So it's got full capabilities with existing tools like Docker Compose, ensuring that you have a seamless transition and you work with familiar workflows. It is also native to Mac OS, so it's a very intuitive, responsive interface built specifically for Mac OS. It provides a very easy management of containers, VMs, and also volumes. It was also integrated with VPN, proxy, and custom DNS resolver support for more complex development environments and more secure access. It also runs on an x86 64-bit container on Apple Silicon with excellent performance, bridging architecture gaps effortlessly. You can also see some of their performance edge that they have is their container startup. So compared to Docker desktop's 20 to 30 seconds, they actually got a 2-second startup. Also, your image creation efficiency is improved over alternatives, so that's up to 50% faster. It also has RAM efficiency, so it's 4 times more efficient memory utilization than its competitors. And then also it saves 75% on power, so it's got a very low power consumption compared to its competitors. You can also see over here that it does have some developer-centric features. So first of all, being native to Mac OS, it has a polished GUI that feels like a first-party Apple application while still maintaining complete Docker CLI compatibility. It integrates with macOS notification system as well as status bar, and every container gets a dedicated host name for easy access without port mapping or complex networking configurations. This, of course, enables simpler microservice development as well as testing. And you also have direct file access, which allows container files to be accessible directly through Finder, eliminating the need for complex volume mount or copy commands, dramatically simplifying file editing for management workflows. All right, let's have a look at Colima now. So Colima is open source, it's lightweight, and it is fantastic. Let's have a look at some of their features. So first of all, it offers a minimalist open source approach to container management for macOS and Linux users who prioritize simplicity, transparency, and CLI-based workflows. It provides just what you need without the bloat, containers and Kubernetes for local deployment, local development. There's nothing more, nothing less that is needed. You can also see some of their core strengths include their open source foundation, so they are fully transparent with their code base, with active community contributions. It's free to use with no licensing costs or restrictions, making it ideal for teams with tight budgets or open source philosophies. It also is CLI first approached, so it gives you streamlined command line interfaces with fast operations and easy scripting. While it lacks the GUI, the simple commands are quite easy to actually learn and highly scriptable for automation workflows. It also handles both container workloads and Kubernetes clusters through a lightweight Linux VM on macOS. It has a single command setup for either environment without any complex configurations. And the last thing over here you can see is their efficiency and compatibility. So it does significantly lower CPU, memory, and disk usage compared to Docker desktop. It also has configurable resource limits that let you control exactly how much of your system Colima will actually use. It supports both bind mounts and volume access for container data with straightforward file sharing between host and containers. And it maintains your data across restarts and system reboots. The last thing over here is that it does work with Docker Compose, VS Code, dev containers, and other common development tools without any modification. So it's got a drop-in replacement for Docker desktop in most workflows. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, a head-to-head comparison of some of the best software in the industry. Now, the takeaway here is to go and put these softwares to work, see how they actually benefit you and what they can really do. If this was enjoyable, you can drop us a like to show your support. We'll see you next time.